Rams Baseball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Red Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Winning Edge. Schmidt Ford of Salem. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. All Stars and Stitches. Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank.
Play ball!
It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski for Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from the Ford Square WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. The Landers Collision Center's pregame show starts now.
Abe Martin Field at Itchy Jones Stadium. Good afternoon from the campus of Southern Illinois University. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside for another special appearance for Mount Vernon Rams baseball. Yesterday was the home of the St. Louis Cardinals. Today it's the home of the SIU Salukis, and the Rams put a 14-12-1 mark on the line against the Murphysboro Red Devils. They are 12-10 on the year, and of course, a team that Mount Vernon has played annually for many years. There was a game last year at Murphysboro. This year, the Rams give up the home game in favor of playing in a much better facility, if I may say so. Not that there's anything wrong with the lovely Brennan Klein Memorial Field, but you have a chance to come down here to a Division I institution, play on their field that features turf and a dirt mound, and you have the makings for something quite nice here at A. Martin Field at Itchy Jones Stadium.
Yeah, and it's a shame that it has to follow Busch Stadium because, I mean, this facility has been completely redone since last spring. Had an opportunity to come down here earlier in the spring and watch a game in the afternoon on a Sunday. I mean, they've really done a nice job of fitting in this ballpark, renovating it, redoing it, turf everything except for the dirt pitcher's mound, and then, of course, a lot of facilities, the bleachers, chair seats, and everything, and this nice press box named after Mike Reese. So they have done an outstanding job here and put lights in as well. And you kind of get the feeling, you kind of hope that maybe eventually down the road, maybe an MVC Conference baseball tournament could appear here.
Well, certainly from a media standpoint, certainly has the capabilities. We, here in your Landers Collision Center's pregame show, need to take a quick break as the Murphysboro Red Devils take infield here at Abe Martin Field at Itchy Jones Stadium. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One Account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
Registration for fall classes at Red Lake College is going on now. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, RLC can put you on the fast track to a new career or to continue your education. More affordable than four-year universities and private schools, you can save thousands of dollars at RLC. Our trained academic counselors will make sure you're on the right path, whether you plan to transfer to a four-year university or head straight into the workforce. Walk-in registration continues through August 15th. Call us at 437-5321 or find us online at rlc.edu. Red Lake College, your journey starts here.
Whether it's Mother Nature's inability to decide on a season, a weekend that got a little out of hand, or just life, there's always something looking to damage your vehicle. This is Chase Landers from Landers Collision Centers. Maybe winter weather turned your full-size sedan into a compact, or a little hail has your truck looking like Swiss cheese. Perhaps a deer decided to go for a ride on your hood, or maybe your truck is missing its hitch and bumper after pulling your little brother out of the ditch last weekend. Did a bad breakup leave a little graffiti on your SUV? We hope not, but we've seen it all, and we certainly don't judge. Whatever mess life has created for your vehicle, we'll clean it up. As a direct repair facility for many insurance companies, we take care of just about everything, even getting you into a temporary vehicle while we restore yours. That's the Landers difference. Top to bottom, big or small, Landers fixes them all. Come see us in Mount Vernon and Salem and ask us about free detailing for the life of your vehicle. Or call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Holly Carroll is back at our Mount Vernon studio. From the Mike Reese press box at Abe Martin Field and Itchy Jones Stadium on the campus of SIU. So glad to have you with us. Rams baseball today against the Murphysboro Red Devils. a rematch from a year ago. Murphy, a team up and down, kind of like the Mount Vernon Rams, that 12-10 mark.
Well, they have 22 games in. Mount Vernon will be playing game number 28 today. The way the weather looks, they'll probably get 30 in this week, and then trouble brewing because you only have 35. But Murphy is a team that out of the Ohio division, that muddled mess that it is between Murphy, Heron, Benton, and Harrisburg, of course, much lauded West Frankfort talked about. I mean, that is a very difficult side of the conference this year, and back and forth they go. And they were on a run, and then they've had a couple of flat tires. They lost to West Frankfort 12-2. They lost to Harrisburg 4-3. And then beat Carterville, beat Massac. They kind of back on a row after a nice winning streak, about 5 in a row. So this Murphysboro team's quite to handle this year.
Well, they are, and like so many teams here in the South of the 6-1-8, just up and down and near the 500 mark. Really, few teams have separated themselves from the pack as total contenders as we look toward the postseason. And for the Red Devils, they will find out their postseason future this week as a 2A school. 1A and 2A regional teams and pairings will come out this week. They will head to the Carterville Regional. How would you like that? The likes of Anna Jonesboro, Harrisburg, Massac County, which is still 2A in baseball and softball, and of course Vienna. So not an easy regional for the Murphysboro Red Devils, especially when you throw Massac County, Harrisburg, and AJ into the.
Well, and that's a lot of good baseball. I mean, AJ's been to the Super, Harrisburg has been to the state, Murphy's had a regional win, get to the sectional. You know, those are all teams that have made runs in postseason recently, and that's been a very competitive region over the last 3 or 4 or 5 years. I mean, there's been years Carterville, AJ, Harrisburg have gone tooth and nail at each other. Murphy has won, been a favorite, got upset. I mean, everybody's been in there has won and or been upset. So that is one of the more difficult. It's not a Nashville Althoff type of regional level, but it's one of the most one of the toughest regionals in the South 2A.
And let's not forget the host Carterville Lions, of course. But you take a look at some teams that are going to be also borderline Class 3A here, possibly in the next few years. These might be teams the Rams, depending upon how things were to be divided in the future, might happen to see in the postseason as well. So good to have these teams on your schedule. Murphysboro, of course, is 12-10. The Rams are 14-12-1, and yes, they did get a win yesterday at Busch Stadium against the Clinton Maroons, 18-2. But you take a look at how that went down. You take a look at the seriousness or lack thereof from the Maroons. It ended up being a case where, in that particular game, you don't want to say that they have to rebound from a win, but they have to rebound from a situation where it's an exhibition one with a serious game.
And again, you have to change the mindset. You have to change and get to a point where you've got to think, okay, I've got to get my mind back in. Yesterday was, you're playing a lot of times half the team on the field or in the lineup for Clinton were JV kids. So you got to get your mindset back. This is a Murphysboro team, 12-10, very good team, very good program. You've got to have your head on straight here today. I know it's another nice facility you get to play in, another nice thing. It follows Busch Stadium, but you got to get your head on straight. You got to play baseball today because Murphy, obviously, like Mount Vernon, is going to take this seriously.
Well, and of course, for the Mount Vernon Rams, talking about yesterday, expounding on a little bit more, you have to hope that with the pitching or lack thereof you saw yesterday, because of that type of situation where you played and where you batted were based on ticket sales, you have to hope those types of adverse conditions and having to go against somebody a few times through the lineup who threw just a little bit slower than what you might see traditionally, you have to hope that has an impact with the bats, or I should say the rhythm and timing of the bats as well.
Well, and yesterday you saw some guys, like I mentioned yesterday on the broadcast, if a baseball team sees a guy throwing BBs, they're not going to be as affected swing-wise at the plate as they would be if somebody throwing junk and off-speed pitches. And several guys yesterday Clinton threw out there were not throwing very hard, throwing a lot of junk. And with that being the case, you have to adjust to that. You hope that with today's game, Conference Carbondale tomorrow here at Carbondale, and then, of course, Cahokia at home Wednesday, that your bats aren't affected by the slow pitching that you saw yesterday coming into this game.
Well, for the Mount Vernon Rams, you mentioned the Carbondale Terriers back here in Jackson County tomorrow. Then you have the Cahokia Comanches at home. You take a few days off, and next week, you don't want to say it's a mystery at this point. You know you're going to have the Centralia Orphans on Tuesday, but the Benton Rangers, of course, whacking a few games here and there for being over the limit, much like the Mount Vernon Rams will be. We are uncertain if we will see the Rangers on Monday or the Orphans on Tuesday.
Now, the Rangers canceled 2 games today, I believe. I don't care what the order is. Today and tomorrow against Carbondale Nashville. Believe the word that was told to me today, the Rangers are at least 4 games over their limit. So they have to get under the limit, knowing that the regional is coming up in a couple of weeks. So they got to get under that limit of number of games played. Mount Vernon right now is 2 over. So you know you're going to have to lose a couple of games. There's some rain coming this weekend. Problem is, Mount Vernon's last game this week is Wednesday. You should be able to get it in no problem. Then they'll turn around and play Monday and Tuesday, allegedly, Benton and Centralia at home. So, and then before you see Mater Dei on Friday. So you've got some decisions to make and to coordinate with some schools, and I'm sure some schools still have some conference games to get in, but Mount Vernon will have to shave a couple off the schedule unless they get some rainouts next week.
Well, who knew that Tim Holloway, when doing the schedule, would be poor Richard and be able to predict the weather and what was to come, because the way he's scheduled kind of bobbed and weaved the rainouts.
What is this, 3 years in a row that Mount Vernon's going to get all 35 in? If everything works out in the next couple of weeks, you're at 30 with 3 weeks of baseball left after Wednesday, or 2 weeks, I guess it would be. So you have 3 years in a row where Mount Vernon's going to get all 35 in the regular season. That's a rarity to happen once in a while, let alone a possibility 3 years in a row.
No doubt. Of course, your Page Insurance batting orders. Insured by Page Insurance. Call for help quote at 242-7000, and we'll get to it here in just a moment. Dylan Brazel will lead things off the second baseman. We'll meet the rest of the Red Devils after the first pitch comes from the right-handed Blake Jones, and they're just going to come inside for a strike. 0-1.
Look, that guy right there. CJ off in the house.
Nice.
Here down from Greenville.
1-1 now. Let's meet the rest of the Red Devil batting.
Hey, how about that? Caleb Jarrett at shortstop, Landon Harris at third, Braden Miller the DH for Daryl Murphy, who's pitching, and it's not the Daryl Murphy.
This one lifted into center field, right center field, as Brooklyn comes to make the grab. There's your second out.
It is Daryl Murphy's son, just not Daryl Murphy, the basketball coach. Then it's Matt Burt catching, Cody Willis at first base, Brent Mazzo in right field, Justin Polcher in center, and Dustin Jocko in the left field for the Red Devils in Murphysboro High School.
They are the Red Devils. Of course, glad to be here with you from the Mike Reese press box on the campus of Southern Illinois University Carbondale. Jared stands in with one out, nobody on. Takes a strike on the outside corner from Blake Jones, who's getting the start today for the Rams. Has pitched well most of the season. Got a big win in his first start against West Frankfort by a score of 8-1. A team that these Red Devils have seen a couple of times. The next one's dirt. Well, not dirty. It's in the turf. 1-1.
Yeah, it can't be dirty today.
No scoreboard up there. Well, if it bounces up and out, it could get dirty, I suppose.
Yeah.
They did it right. Here comes the 1-1. Low and away. 2 balls and a strike here to Jarrett. Landon Harris in the on-deck circle for the Red Devils. The Rams, of course, will meet them in the bottom half of the first. They are the home team today. Wearing their traditional black tops, as this is going to scoot outside and low. A 3-1 hitter's count now for the shortstop, Jarrett. One of my favorite places, of course, in the gap at left center. It's 370 down in the gaps. Of course, I should have told you 330 down the lines first, but 390 straight away as a strike is swung on a miss. Inside corner, it'll be 3 balls, 2 strikes, a full count to Jarrett with 1 out, nobody on. If you're just joining us, you're in the top of the first inning with no score yet. Like Jones trying to keep the runs at bay. Will meet the defense after this pitch called. 3rd strike on the inside corner, and that is out number 2. Zach Gines, Zach Brookman, Jake Pike from left to right in the outfield. It's Derek Hayes, Ryan Campbell, Reed Millwood. Gunnar Lundius from 3rd to 1st. Thomas Weber does the catching for the starting pitcher, Blake Jones.
Yeah. Blake looks very good early, as he did last week when he had a start at Mount Vernon against Heron. He gets the Ohio Division team.
Yeah, he does. The pitch to Harris comes inside of the batter's box. We want to know.
Mascuda leads Triad after 2, 5-0. Chabot and Alton, no score.
Quick ground ball just past the diving Hayes into the outfield. It'll be a 2-out base hit of the single variety for Landon Harris. And that'll bring in Braden Miller, the DH. Batting for the pitcher, Daryl Murphy. Beauty First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of high school sports here on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. You can find them in their 5 Jefferson County branches, Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. 1 on, 2 out, top of the first, no score yet. Rams and the Red Devils of Murphysboro. They're in their maroon tops with gold trim as the strike hits the outside corner for 0-1 to Miller. The catcher, Matt Burke, on deck.
We'll leave some people in Murphysboro at their Hall of Fame meeting listening, letting them borrow the AD and others. Welcome them in for listening in.
Proud to have them, as with the 1-0 count. This is the ground ball, a short, tough play off the turf hop for Ryan Campbell. Gobbled them up, and it'll be runners at first and second now, still with 2 outs on the air.
Oh, we talked about this last week at GCS with water on the field. This obviously a new surface, brand new first year. Ball's going to get out to you quickly, and it's going to skip on you a little bit even as well. It's the heat on today. So Campbell, of course, yesterday playing on grass and dirt, that ball got on him a little quickly and struggles with the error there.
Matt Burke, the catcher. Cody Wills will step in the on-deck circle. Dick Burley at first baseman here for the Red Devils. 2 on, 2 out, top of the first. Runners on first and second. Out of the stretch will come the right-hander Jones, and this one turned on hit left field. That one's going to get back on the run. It's Giants, and he will have a tough play at the wall. That's going to bounce off the top 2 runs are going to score on the 2 RBI double by the catcher Burke, and the Red Devils take a 2-0 lead.
Well, wouldn't you know it, it turns into a 2 RBI double, and that ball was roped, and it hit the bottom of the warning track near the base of the wall about 350 feet out, and the unearned runs, or the errors, as they say, the error that could have got him out of the inning doesn't happen. Next pitch goes about 350 feet for a 2 RBI double.
Quick turn there by Matt Burke. Pretty good at bat by the catcher. Cody Wills, the lefty, will step in. Still an RBI chance. 2-0 to score. You're in the top of the first. Jones of the Rams trying to get out of it. Comes with a curveball inside, bounces in the turf, and it'll be 1-0.
We got a human scoreboard down here. She's holding up 2-0 for everybody.
Right. So it is set, and so the gavel will make it come to pass. As we wait the 1-0 pitch to Wills, the left-hander takes a strike on the inside corner. Count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wills, the first baseman. Mazzo, the right fielder, on deck for the Red Devils. Will meet the Rams batting, trying for the pickup move in time. That'll get the Rams out of the inning. So Harrisburg scores 2, strands none. It's 2-0 Red Devils. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Here's Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon.
Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon offers a state-of-the-art collision center. When your vehicle needs repair, come see us. Our collision center offers expert repair using top-quality products at competitive prices on any brand of vehicle. We work directly with most major insurance companies to make your visit as easy as possible. You'll get fast turnaround guaranteed. Customer satisfaction is our #1 goal.
Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Complete. That's the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois with a full sports medicine clinic, state-of-the-art MRI, a spine care team that focuses on pain management, arthroscopy specialists offering total joint replacement, hand surgery, and complete rehabilitation services. Doctors Chow, Poole, Ahn, Kowalski, Freehill, and Smith stand ready to serve you today with offices in Mount Vernon and Centralia and satellite offices in Benton and Nashville. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Find us on Facebook. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Murphysboro. I'm having trouble today. On top of the Mount Vernon Rams, 2-0. We head to the bottom of the first. We need to meet the Ram batting order.
Ryan Campbell, Reed Millwood, Thomas Weber, 1, 2, and 3. Jake Pike, Blake Jones, Braden Smith, 4, 5, 6. Gunnar Lundius, Derek Hayes, and Zach Brookman for Tim Holloway's Mount Vernon Rams.
It's contagious. Of course, those batting orders presented by Page Insurance. Call for help quote at 242-7000 or log on to pageinsurance.net. The Red Devils took a 2-0 lead on a 2 RBI double by the catcher Matt Burke. He's going to catch the pitcher Daryl Murphy, Landon Harris, Caleb Jarrett, Dylan Brazel, Cody Wills from third to first. Dustin Jacko, Justin Fulcher, and Brett Mazzo left to right in the outfield.
You got to hope that Matt Burke don't punt one out there either, seeing the Rams deep in their territory.
Hope not.
No scoreboard today here at the Itch. We're on our own.
So many names have come through the SAU baseball program over the years. Probably the first guy you think of is probably Steve Finley. As far as longevity of career and the success he had, be one of the few guys that 300 and Piper. Yeah. Great broadcaster.
Yeah, Tim Kruko. Locally more known, Todd Nebel from Waltonville came here. Was on team with the NCAA tournament here.
Ryan Campbell lead it off against Daryl Murphy out of the windup. It's going to come high. 1-0 to Ryan Campbell. Community First Bank of the Heartland features free checking and high-yield interest known as the One Account. One means more. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Remember FDIC, the 1-0 is going to turn into a high fastball, ground ball. Ooh, tough hop for Jarrett. Safe on the air will be Ryan Campbell, so he gets it back.
A little different to come off dirt and grass. That grass may be thicker in some places and slow it down. This ball will get on you quick. You've got to get your hands soft and get them ready. And if not, you've seen two quality shortstops with errors today out of the gate on their first ground ball.
Out of the stretch now with the runner on first, nobody out. Millwood chops one down the third base line. It's a foul ball. Jake took a tough hop at the foul territory there from third baseman Harris. Picks it up before he can get to Tim Holloway, and we'll do it again. 0-1 the count to Millwood. So glad you could join us. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We're on Facebook as well. My thoughts exactly. One on and nobody out to the shortstop Millwood. Murphy looks over at the runner at first, now throws home. High fastball. That'll jam the batter. Should be an easy fly ball for the second baseman Brazel, and that'll be your first down.
Clear sky today. An area whisper of cloud up there. Tough sun sky. This field sets looking back towards the northwest. So the setting sun will be problems for the third short left fielder for the rest of the day.
Of course, now we see the catcher, Thomas Weber. 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the first. Rams trailing by a score of 2-0 after a 2 RBI double by the Murphy catcher. This is going to come inside. Look to just past the hip as it came inside. It'll be 1-0 here to Weber with Pike on deck. Pike the Cowboy.
I'd like to see that's how you get back in the running to host a super sectional again here. They used to when they first came out with the super sectional game.
Back in the day, as they call it. That comes inside. It's like too much speed on it as Weber swings and misses. The count will be 1 ball, 1 strike. WMIX Sports Bubble Studios, driven by Ford Square. 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Schedule your service appointments online at fordsquare.com. Nice lead by Campbell up at the first base back. Takes a secondary lead as the pitch comes on the inside corner. Puts Weber behind here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Back at it tomorrow. The Rams here will have the Carbondale Terriers. It'll be at the Super Block instead. Sports Block, what have you.
2 game set here in Carbondale.
No doubt. Should have got a room as the runner thought about going, and that is going to hit Weber in the back. Another hit batsman in the form of Thomas Weber puts 2 on and 1 out for the Rams.
Hit today once. Got hit twice yesterday. He got hit, let's see, back the other day, too, against the week before. Yeah, he's been hit 4 or 5 times in the last 5 or 6 games. The Cowboy strolls to the plate.
I shared with you off the air some of the Cowboy conversation.
Did you? Did you say something to him?
I did. 2 on, 1 out. This one's going to bring rain, possibly. Left side of the infield, the shortstop, Jarrett, still in the dirt portion of the turf. Will have some trouble with it. It backpedals to make the grab. And there's your second out. Both fly balls to the infield. To the middle infield, even, for the Ram out.
Windy, sunny day, ball flying around, and he kept his feet moving, which allowed him to make the play. Here comes the hottest hitting player in Southern Illinois probably right now.
Could easily be Blake Jones, 2 on, 2 out. Tying run on first base for the Rams here in the bottom half of this first inning with a 2-0 ball game.
Ever since he went to the funky helmet, he's hitting like a machine.
No doubt about that. Here comes the pitch in and out, and this one's going to come straight back over the restrooms behind us. It'll be 0-1 to BJ.
Here in the Micro East press box on the other side, over to the right of the All-Conference All-American players, retirees here at SIU. Around, watch the game.
You might need her one day. You better not do that. 2 on, 2 out here for Jones. The count is 0-1. Here comes the pitch from Murphy. It's in the turf. It'll be 1-1.
She might be sitting up here for it's over.
I can hear it now.
Might be helping the community for it's over.
150 hours apiece, probably. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the first 2-0 ball game. Murphy climbed aboard a 2-run lead with a Matt Burke 2-run double. Now Murphy trying to get Murphy out of the inning. This is going to miss outside. Count should be 2-1, I believe.
Nice ball of Waltonville, Mount Vernon. Yeah. There's some Waltonville here. But Mount Vernon fans are sitting below us in the maroon chair seats, taking this one in.
2-1 the count. Murphy out of the stretch. Looks back. The runner Campbell on second base. Going to come home. This one is going to be fisted. Could be a blooper in the left center field. Campbell's going to be waved in to score. Here comes a throw. It's going to be cut off by, looks like Cody Wills on the cut. Good move there, and it'll keep it to a 1-0 game.
Yeah, fisted that one. You know, when things are going your way, those kind of base hits find their way as base hits. If he's in a prolonged slump, he hits that one, and the shortstop or second baseman makes a catch. That's the difference in what he's doing right now, streaky hitting.
Brings in Braden Smith, designated hitter. 2 on and 2 out here. The tying run on second base. First pitch he sees from Murphy will sail high, and it'll be 1-0. Scoreboard updates today are presented by your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon, Tony Wilt. Corner of 42nd and South Water Tower. Give him a call or find him online at TonyWilt.com. Well, good stuff.
He is in the world.
Uh-huh. It is Cinco de Mayo. This one is going to catch the outside corner. I have 1-1 to Smith. Could have missed a pitch there and by distractions. Right now, the Rams have the tying run on third base in the form of Connor Story. He's running, of course, as a courtesy runner for the catcher Weber. 2 on, 2 out here in the first. Matt's going to get low and away. Misses 2-1. Smith followed by Gunnar Lundius. And, you know, we talked yesterday, his third varsity game already at Busch Stadium. But now you come to a nice facility today again in game number 4.
He's got to wonder, you guys play at these places all the time? I've been with Denny Clark.
You get used to this. This one's going to be a high ground ball chopped off of the turf. Smith could beat it out. Throw is not going to be in time. And that's going to be an infield turf single for the designated hitter, Smith.
That was the old Baltimore chop. Back in the day at Memorial Stadium, the ground in front of home plate used to be so hard that you pound one in the dirt, it'd go in the air like that, and runners would get on, like of Al Bunbury and Cal Ripken Jr. and the like. Well, that's Baltimore chop.
Bases loaded for the sophomore Gunnar Lundius, first baseman today in the Ram lineup. It'll make Murphy come out of the windup. Here's Darrell's pitch. It's going to come inside, check swing, and it's going to be just inside for ball one to Lundius.
He goes to the Super Park tomorrow across town. Lundius, he goes, what is this? But you guys played somewhere better. Murphy's playing Mount Vernon, I believe, at Mount Vernon today, correct?
The JV, yes. Slow roller down the third base line, no problem for Harris, and that'll end the inning. 5 unassisted as the Rams strand the bases loaded, but they chip away at the Murphy lead. It's 2-1 Red Devils. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One account is a high interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. I want to thank Mount Vernon and the surrounding area for continuing to support us over the past 5 years. If you have never sat down with someone to go over your insurance program, let me invite you into our office. Let us show you what working with the industry leader, represented by a local agent, can do for you. I'm located just off 42nd Street. You can reach our office 24 hours a day at 242-1421 or on the web at tonywilt.com. Thanks again, and go Rams.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com, as we head to the top of the second. For the Red Devils, we're going to see 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup. Cody Wills had a 1-1 count when they picked off the catcher Burke off of second base. We'll see Brett Mazzeau and Justin Bolcher here as well for the Murphy Red Devils, who lead 2-0. It's okay that Burke got picked off. He's the one that hit the 2 RBI double as the first pitch curveball comes on the inside. The left-handed Wills.
Well, it's not okay he got picked off, I'm sure, but, he could go in the dugout as that pitch low and in. Now, he could go in the dugout with his head held halfway high. He just got picked off, and it could have been a bigger inning.
Can't be as stoic as he wanted to be, though, getting picked off in the inning. No doubt as this is going to come inside. No scoreboard today. Of course, it's a 2-0 lead, but a 2-1 count on the batter, Cody Wills. Brett Mazzeau on deck for Murphy. Of course, the Murphy as their pitcher, practically the town named after him.
Oh, the other one's over here. Long-time Red Devils coach, Darrell Murphy.
Darrell and his son, Darrell.
His other brother, Darrell.
Thank you. Knew where I was going. Catches the inside corner now, turns it into a full count. That is about thigh high to the batter, the first baseman, Cody Wills. Still some fans filtering in. Of course, the 5 o'clock start tonight. I didn't write down your first pitch time. This is going to be laid down the left field line. That has some distance. That'll bounce all the way to the Lee Sports sign in right field. Thrown back in quickly by the right fielder, Jake Pike, and that'll limit the damage to a double of the leadoff variety.
2 big rips, with the new bats in the college distance field here at SIU. Of course, similar, I think similar to what Brendan Klein is. That ball bounced off the warning track off the wall, leadoff double, and right now Murphy's getting some good rips in on Mr. Jones here in this ball game so far.
They are. The RBI chance here for Brent Mazzeau, the right fielder. Runner on second, nobody out here in the top of the second inning. Murphy looking to add to this 1-run lead. They lead by a score of 2-1. Out of the stretch will come Blake Jones. Starting to cool off in here in the Mike Reese press box. Not a spool of hot air, as you might imagine. It's a quick ground ball, of course, to Derek Hayes. He'll pick it up off the high hop, fire over to first, and 5-3 will be your first out. Runner doesn't advance.
Carbondale and Centraeus softball are scoreless after 4. Lady Rams play Carbondale tomorrow across the bay.
Lady Rams had their chances against Carbondale. Or Centraeus, rather. They'll play again on May the 13th. We'll have Lady Rams softball this week. Thursday, as the Benton Rangerettes come to town, is this pitch going to come inside? Ooh, good inside corner pitch to Fulcher. 0-1. you've noticed something that I haven't noticed.
No, I was just saying about Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
My instant remark.
Here comes. Low and 1-1 here to Fulcher. Of course, Friday, the Lady Rams will go to the Triad tournament. They'll have a 3 o'clock pregame, 15 first pitch against the Triad Lady Knights. Depending upon how they do there, if they win, they'll see the Murphysboro Lady Devils, oddly enough. Here comes another one inside on the corner. It's 1-2 to Fulcher. Jacko on deck here for the Murphysboro Red Devils. Interesting. So 1 out, a runner on second, and a 2-1 ball game. Murphy on top, looking for some insurance here. As Will's going to get a secondary lead off the second base bag, and now a curveball comes inside the low. It'll even the count at 2-2. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of Rams Athletics here on WMIX. Find them online at ComFirstBank.net. Learn all about one checking. It's free checking and high yield interest. Community First Bank, member FDIC. Left-handed batter in the box, Justin Fulcher, the center fielder. Pitch on the way from the right-handed Blake Jones, and that's a called third strike. Down and in, and that will be the second strikeout of the day, both of the called variety for Blake Jones.
This is get in the box, be ready to swing, because if it's close, it's a strike, and I really enjoy that strike zone at this level.
Well, they've done it right down here.
Yeah. Back behind the left field fence, you have an artificial turf football field and the track that is used for meets.
It's right across the plate to the right-handed Jacko, the left fielder. 0-1 the count here.
They've moved some of the golf stuff back yonder. And then, of course, obviously SIU, the arena's been renovated. And then, of course, Saluki Stadium's been built. No more McAndrew Stadium. It's replaced by parking and whatnot. So, a lot of new things to play with at SIU.
No doubt. This is a hard-hit ground ball. Going to see its way through the left side of the infield pass to diving Campbell. It'll be a single to move the runners to first and third here with 1 2 outs. In the top of the second, still 2-1 game. And if you're Mike Reese, you go from a trailer at McAndrew, now this beautiful, lavish box here, and named in your honor, thanks to Greg Cook, supporter.
This exactly wasn't the best of baseball boxes here either. These big old bleachers, these big old bleachers they used to have here, and they have gaps in them where you could fall through, and you get to the top, kind of a, cardboard, I call it, kind of like cardboard box, kind of press box up top that could feel like you fall off.
Oh, another pitch on the outside corner. When he's locating, Jones is doing very, very well today. 0-1 the count to Dylan Brazel, who led off the game with a fly out to center field. Runners to the corners, 2 outs here in the second. Another one. Ooh, breaking pitch, swung and a miss. It's 0-2. Second Chance Auto, one of our great Rams booster sponsors. Find them on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Log on to the website. As this is going to be late to the left field, that's going to score a run. Murphysboro is going to take a 3-1 lead with runners on first and second.
They are not missing, and they're not being fooled a lot so far early, and they're getting some good swings.
Second Chance Auto is your home for the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, priced at $10,000 in one location. No fancy sales gimmicks, just honest deals at Second Chance Auto, and of course, bank rate financing for all. Again, Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East. 2 on, 2 out for the Devils. They have a 3-1 lead here in the second. Pitch on the way, and this is going to be ripped right into the mid of Derek Case. Good reactionary play at the hot corner, and that will end things here in the second. Through 1.5, it's 3-1 Murphysboro. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
You hear about truck months? Well, 2014 is already setting up to be a truck year. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ram truck dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. Backed by popular demand, ABC Ally Financing is back. All 2014 Ram Quad Cab Express, Bighorn, and Outdoorsman models qualify for this program. Not only do you get a $2,500 rebate, Ally Financial will give you $3,000 on top of that. That's $5,500 in total discounts, plus you will get a low finance rate for up to 84 months. Payments could be as low as $350 on a new 2014 Ram Quad Cab truck. Come see one of our sales associates who will help you find any other qualifying discounts. Hurry to King City Chrysler Center at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or browse our inventory online at KingCityChryslerCenter.com.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
WMIX, WMIXSports.com as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Derek Hayes, Zach Brookman, Ryan Campbell set to start things off for the Mount Vernon Rams. 14-12-1 are the orange and black. They trail, however, the Murphysboro Red Devils by a score of 3-1. Murphy added another run on the RBI single by Brazel in the top half. Then we see Daryl Murphy again for inning number 2. And again, like I said, 8-9-1 in the Ram lineup.
Well, Murphy brought their hitting shoes today. 3 runs in the first 2 innings of their at-bats. And time to see what Mount Vernon can do here. Wouldn't think Murphy would be throwing an ace today with, now they have Pinckney's on Wednesday. Conference about up, so they wouldn't know who you throw.
Murphy out of the windup to start the inning. He's going to miss high and outside to the right-handed Derek Hayes. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Brookman on deck for the Rams. Video streaming returns for the commencement exercises Saturday, May the 24th, presented by Red Lake College. Log on to rlc.edu. See how you can save thousands on your college education. As that pitch going to miss outside. 2 balls, no strikes to the Ram third baseman Hayes. Of course, our sports video returns late August. The Mount Vernon Rams and the Taylorville Tornadoes. As this pitch, the 2-0. Odds up sky high just beyond the second base bag. The shortstop Jarrett calls everybody off as he backs into the outfield. That'll be your first down.
Jarrett is being watched by colleges today here at SIU.
Nice. Any idea which?
Greenville College.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Inside source told me.
Wonder whom that could be. As Zach Brookman will stand in. 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the second. A pitch called on the outside corner of the plate. And it's 0-1. So glad to be here with you from the Mike Reese press box. He follows us on Twitter. Why don't you? At WMIX Sports. That's going to be blowing away to Brookman. The count even to 1 ball and 1 strike. Appreciate Andy Pettit and the staff here at SIU allowing us to take advantage of these fine amenities and all of their hospitality. As the next one, this could be trouble to right center field on the run. Fulcher going to cut it off and limit it to a single. Boots it around, though, in center field. But still a single for Brookman as he gets about halfway before returning back. Not quite halfway. They've gone halfway. They've just gone the other half. There you go.
Roller over. Try to get some hits and runs here. Finals week here at SIU. So, hitting the book. Are the Salukis down here, I'm sure, even on Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, sir. I'll tempt you to some places maybe in town. This is going to be 1-0 to Campbell. Takes 1 outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the order, Ryan Campbell reached on an air and scored back in the first inning. Rams trail 3-1 here. Tying run at the plate in the form of Campbell with 1 out. Murphy out of the stretch. Right-hander coming with a curveball. Is going to be softly hit down to third. Nice hop by Harris. Fires over to first, and 5-3 is your second out as Brookman strolls with the second.
Chopper to third. Couple hops. Easy out. Rams are going to have to do something with 2 outs now. Buck Fulkerson taking over bat boy duties today. One young man I talked to today at work was quite excited about his day yesterday.
Runner on second, and a runner here. Fighter at the plate is a right-hander. It's Reed Millwood as he takes a curveball on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Neat thing about yesterday, I think, is the fact, obviously, they had the logos on the scoreboard. Everything of that nature, but the fact that the U-Man actually stuck around to do PA for both games, and I thought that was a rather neat luxury that the Rams were afforded yesterday as another strike across the outside corner. 0-2 to Millwood. 1 on, but 2 out here in the bottom of the second. The runner on second is Zach Brookman. An RBI chance for Reed Millwood, the sophomore second baseman in Tim Holloway's lineup. As the pitch comes from Murphy outside, swung and a miss. Whoops, Rams strand another. They stranded 4 today. They trail 3-1. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Women's health care just got closer to home, right here in Salem. St. Mary's Good Samaritan Women's Health Care and OBGYNs Dr. Deborah Carson, Dr. Doug Combs, Dr. Jamie Platt, Dr. Elizabeth Byron-Nolan, and Dr. Michael Schifano are seeing patients every Tuesday at the Salem Family Health Center. That means you'll have a full range of OBGYN services close to home, including prenatal and wellness checks, incontinence treatment, and family planning options for when your family's complete. Plus, access to state-of-the-art Da Vinci robotic surgery for quicker recovery and less pain after hysterectomy. Ladies, your health is important, So why not get OBGYN care right here, close to home, by St. Mary's Good Samaritan Women's Health Care? Call 1-877-456-2496 to make your appointment. That's 1-877-456-2496.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
To the top of the third we go. 3-1 Murphysboro on top of the Mount Vernon Rams. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside from Abe Martin Field at Itchy Jones Stadium. Nearby the Dan Callahan Clubhouse. Here we are in the Mike Reese press box in the Dylan Bates visiting radio booth. There you go. That one's lined up the middle. Almost took off the head of Blake Jones, the pitcher, as Landon Harris lead off single.
6 hits already in the first 2 innings and 1 batter from Murphysboro. They are not being fooled much today. In Mount Vernon, of course, today Murphy, tomorrow Carbondale across town. Wednesday at home, it's Koska
against the Comanches. That'll be a good one for you. WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Curveball, outside corner to Braden Miller. Reached on an errand, scored his last time. Has a runner on first, and nobody out here in the inning. Winning Edge has a great assortment of Rams apparel. Find them in the new Mount Vernon location, 212 South 9th Street. Online at winningedgeusa.com, where you can see what they can customize for your corporation. Make your employee team look good. Make that call to the bullpen to Winning Edge. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. That one just missed low to Braden Miller, the DH. Popped up right side. Millwood will give chase on the run. Yep, it'll be Jake Pike. Good catch by the senior right fielder. Made the move from first base. Played all of last year as a junior in right field. Easy transition for the right fielder, Pike.
It says a lot about Pike, too, being a senior. He's played first base all year. And yesterday, Tim Holloway, and the day before probably, went up to him and said, hey, you know, we can really help this team out if you would make a move, help your team out a little bit. And being a senior, understands situations, and move to right field. That allows Lundius to spot at first.
This is going to be low on the first pitch seen by Matt Burke. His history, a 2 RBI double, but it was picked off a second to end the first inning. But that, thus far, is the only offense the Red Devils have needed, leading 3-1 now with a runner on here in the third. Popped up sky high, left side, lifted. As on the run will be Zach Brookman to make the two-handed grab. Good, fundamentally sound grab off of the first pitch from Matt Burke.
Well, good communication out there between Brookman and Campbell. They were converging, and Brookman called Campbell off well in advance. And, of course, that allowed Campbell and Millwood to get back towards the infield, and catch was made.
Which is the bottom of the hour. This is WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Runner on first, 2 outs for the Red Devils here in the third. Pitch on the outside corner. Ooh, just missed low. 1-0 to Cody Wills. He doubled and scored back in the second. Murphy going well into the lineup for a second time here already in the top half of the third inning. The right-handed pitcher is Blake Jones. Runner on first out of the stretch, fires one past Wills to even the count at 1-1.
I think he took something off of that pitch. Buckled away from the left-hand hitter.
Around at all the signs here is this is going to come in on the hands for Wills. Fouls in first base dugout. Literally a dugout. 1-2 now to Wills, and there's no on deck.
Tom Fulkerson got the short straw. He had to go get the foul ball down the right field line.
He had to pitch a little BP today in the cages. 1-2 the count. Here comes. This could be fouled off. Let's stay into the parking lot. No parking there. Like what they've done, just handicap parking, of course, closest to the facility.
No, everybody else can park in that lot that's used all those years for people and went to school south of the arena.
Yeah. Never had to park there going to this fine institution, as this is going to come outside now. The count should be even to Wills. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's always a nice couple of lots off of Lincoln Drive. I was always able to find. Still got out my walking in and lost a lot of weight while I was here. Gained it all back. 2-2. Wow, it's an opposing batter's box. The Rams will take it. That's a called third strike on a 2-2 pitch. Wow. And we head to the bottom of the third. Weber, Pike, Jones coming up. Rams trail, though, 3-1. This is Mount the Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
You need a great quality, new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 34 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. They're receiving new vehicles every day, so be sure to stop by and find out how you can save thousands on the total cost of your vehicle. Helping people get out a great, dependable vehicle for over 34 years. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square. This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. It'll be Thomas Weber, Jake Pike, Blake Jones in the Ram lineup here in the bottom of the third, trailing 3-1. Murphy has 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 3 left on base. For the Rams, it's 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error. They have stranded 4. That's something that has plagued the Rams at times this year, not getting those runs aboard, but not bringing them home. As Daryl Murphy back out on the hill. Not that Daryl Murphy we told you earlier, son of the famous boys basketball coach at Murphysboro. Looks like him, named after him. A little bit of everything. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by King City Chrysler. Log on to kingcitychrysler.com to schedule your service appointment online, or why wait? Stop in the express lane, fast oil changes and more at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Hard hit foul ball down the left field line. Well foul, of course, by Weber. Nothing one is count. On this turf, that ball rolled a long way for friction and gravity. Stop it. Love to watch all the little rubber pellets jump up every movement. As to 0-1's going to come. That's a wild pitch for 1 ball and 1 strike. As well outside to the right-handed batter, Weber. Jake Pike will come out of the on-deck circle to grab it. Completed in 2014 was the new Abe Martin Field at the new Itchy Jones Stadium. As the 1-1 pitch is going to come high up the ladder, 2-1 to Weber. Still some of the grassy berm area left. One of the better parts of the old Abe Martin Field is this misses well outside. 3-1 to Weber. Good, though, for the Salukis to have another facility they can be proud of. Yeah. Pretty much wraps it up. Started with the softball field moons ago. Charlotte West Stadium, a very nice facility. We've done some games from there. This is going to be a full count now. Strike called in the outside corner to the catcher, Weber. Pike and Jones to follow here in the home half of the third, with the Rams trailing the Red Devils 3-1. Murphy looking for the sign he wants out of the windup for leadoff batter Weber. Going to come with it here. Looks like a fastball coming. That's going to be ripped. Nice grab. Backhanded by Harris. He'll fire across the diamond for third. 5-3 will be your first. Play. Wow. Put that leather out there, flashed it. Ball ran into it, an easy 5-3. That's how many locations Community First Bank has in Jefferson County. By far the market leader. Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Ask about 1 checking at Community First Bank. Remember, FDIC. Pike will stand in. Bases empty. 1 out here in the third, trailing 3-1. That's going to miss outside to the left-hander. 1-0. Pike was admiring all the cars driving along campus today as they walked off the bus. Not one of the cars. Missed all the other surroundings. I don't know how. As we wait the 1-0. Had a good cover, though, as this one's going to be sent the odds away, past the diving Jarrett into the outfield, and a 1-out single for Pike. Went the other way with it like they're supposed to. And then Mount Vernon has its runner on, 1 out. Brings in the pitcher, Jones, a chance to help out his own effort. Runner on first. He represents the tying run here at the plate, trailing 3-1. However, 2 of the runs against Jones unearned after the error in the first that would have got the Rams out of the inning. The offense came after that as Murphy's going to step off, look the runner Pike back to first base. Center fielder, of course, playing the right-handed batter, playing to the left field side to the second base bag out there in center. As this one could be a blooper, could get down if it doesn't hang too long. Pulcher on the run, going to make a nice grab. What a good grab on the run into left center field. That one hung just a little too long off the bat of Jones.
Well, he got on it, didn't he? He took off from center field and covered a ton of ground over there and left from center to left center. He had to go as hard as he could all the way to get to that one, and there's 2 out. That's that nice play.
Played it well from start to finish. And now a bit of a lead off the bag for Pike with 2 outs here in the inning. This will be Braden Smith. Chop ground ball to short. Shouldn't be a problem for Jarrett. He'll fire over to first. And in time for the out is the Rams strand their 5th runner of the afternoon. They trail Murphy after 3-1. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Hi, I saw your ad for a checking account that earns interest on my money.
Oh, yes, that's our plutonium account, and it requires $50,000 to open.
What? How am I supposed to grow my money when I can't even afford to open the account?
Introducing Kasasa, free checking, where even the smallest balance earns high yields, plus refunds on ATM fees nationwide. Try Kasasa.com. Kasasa.
Kasasa is carried locally at People's National Bank or online at peoplesnationalbank.com. Member FDIC.
Bad credit, no problem. Auto Mart of Salem is here to help. Auto Mart of Salem is your local shop here, pay here headquarters. Quality cars, vans, SUVs, and trucks in stock now. All credit applications are accepted. Shop here and pay here at Auto Mart of Salem, 1819 West Main, Salem, Illinois. Shop online at automartofsalem.com or call us at 618-548-8611.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
Rams is 5 as we head to the top of the 4th, 3-1. Murphysboro on top. It's Brent Mazzeau, Justin Bolcher, and Dustin Jacko lead things off here in the inning. It's 7-8-9, bottom of the order. First pitch from Jones just misses. It'll be ball 1. Now 1 in the turf in the opposing batter's box for the right-hander. And a quick 2-0 count to start the inning here to the right fielder Mazzeau. Tony Welch, State Farm agent, presents all of our scoreboard updates this season as the next one comes up the ladder this time. 3-0 to Mazzeau. Which you can find him on the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower. Give him a call or look online at TonyWilt.com. He'd love to help you with all of your insurance needs, even if you have to find the white State Farm Jeep around town. Or pitch walk. Eek. Not the way you want to start the inning, as that one's low and inside. Just off the turf.
Yeah, I know they moved this game here from Murphy. I said this earlier in the game, but I think this would be an opportune game for these two to play down there every year.
Sure.
Non-conference, who cares?
Well, and then you give each of you an alternate year to get a home game. Certainly no issues with that.
No, and I don't think Mount Vernon would mind driving down here every year.
Here comes the next one. Certainly Murphysboro wouldn't, as that's going to be inside and low to Bolger. 5 straight balls to start the inning here for the pitcher, Jones. I was even thinking, even if you need an opponent for next year, say that trip to McCracken County disappears because spring break will be different. That could be an instance maybe where you try to get a team out of a Missouri, like a Jackson or a Cave Central or something like that, to meet halfway here. And that's in the turf 2-0.
Here they do play some good baseball down there.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Even if Tim Holloway's going to come out to have a talk with a sophomore pitcher. This visit to Mount is presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Dr. Eric Black and staff, as well as Tracy Adams and the crew. Proud to support the Mount Vernon Rams and the local community. But, maybe you make the Busch Stadium thing an annual thing. I don't know. Certainly you want to find a different opponent so you can play a serious game. But you can meet somebody halfway here like that. Or if, Murphy's content with playing here and you can make it happen with the folks at Southern. Obviously they want to showcase this great facility. The more high school games they have, the more pull they will have with the association, of course, by hosting the basketball supers.
Monday usually FIU doesn't play anyway, so you wouldn't have to worry about it if it throw to first not in time. You could play around, SIU's practice schedule if it happens this week, finals week. So there's a lot of ways. I think this would be a great game to have down here every year. Out of the stretch will come Jones, and that's going to get low and inside as the count should move. 3-0. 7 straight balls to open up the inning, 1 after the talk with Tim Holloway. And we'll see how the sophomore reacts out of the stretch. Here comes the pitch inside, and that will be another walk. Oh, he's going to strike at first, too. He changed his mind. Centralia leads Carbondale after 6, softball 1-0. Massac County leads Goreville after 5, and softball 6-3.
Top of the fourth, 3-1 ball game. Murphy threatening with 2 on and nobody out. Bunt foul for Jacko as he becomes the first strike of the inning here. Joe's bunt does Blake Jones a favor. Twin Lake College powers our video streaming over 100 degree and certificate programs. Find out which is right for you at rlc.edu and apply online while you're there. 2 on, nobody out now for the left fielder Jacko. He singled his last time, but was stranded on second in a 1-run second inning for the Red Devils. Last time they've scored, last time anybody scored. This is 3-1 now. They're going to look back. The runner,
the runner at second base is getting a little extra, possibly with a bunt coming, trying to get to third. Campbell's going to keep him close.
Here comes the pitch on the bunt. I think I found the only flaw in this beautiful facility is that's going to be a bunt in front of the mound. Quick throw down to first and the sacrifice. And 1-3 as the runners move up.
And that flaw would be what?
It's a Sluky logo behind home plate.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of extraneous white between the K and the I. It doesn't belong. That should be green.
Yeah.
And if that's the only thing somebody can point out, I just happened to notice it and thought about it for a little bit. This is a great facility. They have done things right here. And, you know, we talk about it all the time, the places we go that are all turf, and they use a turf mound.
Yeah.
I mean, the dirt mound is spectacular. The seating is amazing. Of course, this is going to be lined foul by Dylan Brazel, nothing to want. But that's my point, is that you have a nice clubhouse for the players, nice bullpen areas. I mean, you can't complain whatsoever. Absolutely phenomenal. As the 0-1 pitch going to come inside, gets in the turf, 1 ball, 1 strike to Brazel.
Mount Vernon is in a crucial part of the game here. You have second and third, 1 out, and top of the order coming through now.
I think if you get through this inning, if you're Blake Jones, you've done something pretty good. Runners on second and third, as this is going to be an inside-out swing into foul territory. Hayes will make a nice grab off the leap. Yep. And there's your second out.
That was big. Pitch in on the hands of Basil, and Basil swung, and it looked like he got his hands sawed off the inside handle, and meager fly ball down the third base line.
Community First Bank of the Heartland is your official voice of Rams and Lady Rams Athletics here on WMIX. You can find them in Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Ask them about one checking, free checking with high yield interest. One means more. Community First Bank. First pitch coming on there. Bat turn and set near the bullpen, actually closer to the clubhouse there on the left field side to Caleb Jarrett. He has a 0-1 count here in the top of the fourth. Murphy trying to make something happen with 2 on and 2 out as some of the Terriers come in, check things out. Change up that time, swung and a miss by Jarrett. It's 0-2. He's 0 for 2 today. He struck out and lined out in his 2 plate appearances today. Has a pretty good RBI chance with runners on second and third, but 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Murphy looking for some insurance as the pitch is on the way. Curveball outside corner, well into the opposing batter's box, but it doesn't matter. That's going to retire the side as the Red Devils strand 2. They, too, have stranded 5. We go to the bottom half of the fourth. 3-1 Murphy. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
How can we keep the people we love safe and secure in their own home? Let the Medicine Shop's home medical equipment team help you with all your mobility and specialty product needs. They provide mobility products like motorized scooters, wheelchairs, and home stair lifts. The Medicine Shop's expertly trained staff can also provide car and van lift installations, and they offer a full-service repair facility for medical equipment, whether you purchased it from them or somewhere else. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We service a 60-mile radius area. It's a pretty wide area. We service orders from several area hospitals, and we have the staff in place that really sets us apart. We have 3 respiratory therapists and 2 seating specialists to help with seating on wheelchair and power chair needs. And we just feel that we have the staff and the warehousing and the facilities in place to really set us apart from any of our competitors in the area.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Streaming worldwide at WMIXSports.com. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. So glad to have you with us. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Bottom of the order due up. It'll be Gunnar Lundius, Derek Hayes, and Zach Brookman as the Rams need to make some hay here in this half of the inning, trailing by a score of 3-1. Murphy stranded a pair their last half inning, though. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We're on Facebook as well. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square. See their full selection of vehicles, plus Lincoln Luxury at FordSquare.com, where you can also schedule your service appointments as the right-handed Lundius will take it outside. 4-1-0 here in the count. 1-0 pitch Cummins going to miss outside. That was strike 3, but a little bit lower a moment ago.
Well, because the other pitch had a wrinkle to it.
2 balls, no strikes here to Gunnar Lundius. Hayes in the on-deck circle, Brookman to follow in this ramp half of the fourth. There's your strike 1 on the outside corner.
Yeah.
It's 2-1. Here comes the pitch in round. Ooh. One to miss, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch out of the windup comes, and that is going to be swung on a miss. So there you go. Gunnar Lundius will strike out swinging. That'll bring in Derek Hayes with 1 out here in the inning. Treaty First Bank of the Heartland. Always bank on your hometown team. Treaty First Bank is never far away in Jefferson County with 2 locations of Mount Vernon, as well as Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. It'll be Hayes who flew out to short his last time on the outfield turf. We'll take a first pitch strike for 0-1.
Well, it needs to get something going here.
The 0-1 pitch coming in on the hands, a ground ball to short. Jarrett, no problem, will slide. Might have taken too much off of it. And the throw will come up the line. Safe at first will be Derek Hayes, but he slid so far so long. Hayes was probably going to be safe even with the perfect throw.
Jarrett got to it. Made the play and then slid, and even though he didn't throw him out, still slid and was able to get a throw.
That'll bring in Zach Brookman. He singled his last time back in the second, but was stranded. One of the 5 Ram base runners to be stranded here this afternoon. Murphy's met the same fate as this is a fly ball in the shallow center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Hayes in the second. It'll be first. No, second on back-to-back singles.
Jarrett had the best beat on it from the shortstop spot. Problem is the turf monster got him and tripped him up. He fell down, and at that point it was a base hit. Nobody else could get to it. The Rams in business here in the bottom of the fourth. That's the top of the order coming up. Amazing how that works. Top of this inning, we talked about Murphy having first and second and 1 out. Mount Vernon now is first and second and 1 out in the bottom of this inning.
Well, they need to make something happen after a first at-bat leadoff strikeout here in the bottom of the fourth. They've gotten back-to-back base hits back to the top of the order. Curveball strike inside corner for Campbell. And Ryan Campbell has 0-1. Scoreboard updates today and all season long, presented by your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon, Tony Wilt. You can find him online at TonyWilt.com. Look for the white State Farm Jeep around town, or stop in or give Tony a call and get to a better state with State Farm. That's going to be in the turf. The runner is going, no throw. They're going to go ahead and throw down to second, and actually out at second will be Brookman. So he delayed and kind of struggled with the decision on whether to go down to second, and that's going to cost the Rams a base runner with a runner on third and 2 out.
In that case, he can't struggle. He's on the string with the runner at second base. That second base guy takes off. You got to go with him. He delayed a little bit. She said struggled to the side, and good catcher will throw you out, as Burke did there.
2 outs and a runner on third. Tying run is now at the plate instead of in scoring position, and that's going to miss low and away for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. That will happen.
Australia beat Carbondale 1-0 in softball.
Well, that makes it an interesting South Southern County scenario on the girls' side. This is going to be a hard-hit ground ball. Jarrett off the hop, plays it perfectly. Throw is going to be a strike down the first base. And instead of the Rams getting a run in, that will end the inning. We head to the top of the 5th. Still 3-1 Murphy. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Registration for fall classes at Ren Lake College is going on now. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, RLC can put you on the fast track to a new career or to continue your education. More affordable than four-year universities and private schools, you can save thousands of dollars at RLC. Our trained academic counselors will make sure you're on the right path, whether you plan to transfer to a four-year university or head straight into the workforce. Walk-in registration continues through August 15th. Call us at 437-5321 or find us online at rlc.edu. Ren Lake College, your journey starts here.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside as we head to the top of the fifth. In the Red Devil lineup, it'll be Harris, Miller, and Burke. To start things off, they possess a nice, comfortable 3-1 lead at the first pitch. Will miss the outside corner to Harris. And it's 1-0 out of the hand of Blake Jones.
The Rams have had base runners in every inning. It's stranded 6 after 4.
Eek is right. 1 run on 6 hits with 1 error for the Rams. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 5 stranded for the Red Devils. Right now, a 1-0 count for the third baseman, Landon Harris. He was trying to rip one into the gap, swings and misses, 1-1 in the count. Second Chance Auto, one of our great sponsors. For over 34 years supporting the Mount Vernon Rams. You can find out why. Stop in on Route 142 East. Check out their large selection of pre-owns priced at $10,000 in one location. Is taking a stroll over to the right center field to make the grab. It's Brookman off the 1-1 pitch. That's your first down. That'll bring in Braden Miller. He reached on an error and scored the first, but flew out to right his last time. That was a great play by Pike. Had to go for a bit more than a jog to get that one, but got the first down of the third inning off that grab as the first pitch will be out speed, swung and a miss, nothing to one to Miller.
Jones had 60 pitches through 4 innings. If he could have a good quick inning here, might be able to get one more out of him or more.
Nothing in one coming. Ooh, curves. Misses. Outside is in the turf. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike to Braden Miller. Matt Burke on deck. As of right now, has the game-winning runs batted in. Once that changes, this can be fouled off. 1 and 2 here to Miller. Winning Edge is a great booster sponsor of ours. They did our official WMIX Sports Polos, and they are magnificent. See what they can do for you at 212 South 9th Street in Mount Vernon. We take care of our employees. See what you can do for yours. Make the call with the bullpen to Winning Edge. Here comes. Fouled off. Stays 1 and 2.
Long the deal signed with Nike.
Tell us. How about that? I don't get the kind of contract to coach with by any means. Is this going to be right in the middle of the back to Braden Miller? Still the hit batsman puts the runner on board for the Red Devils, and Matt Burke, who's 1 for 2. See what the catcher can do here for the Devils. Up 3-1, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They've stranded 5. Rams hoping to make that stranded runner number 6 over there on first base. With the check of the runner, not much doing. Corey Wills, the first baseman, steps into the on-deck circle. Back at it tomorrow here in Jackson County, here in Carbondale more specifically, as the Rams have South Southern Conference matchup with the Carbondale Terriers. The scoreboard today here at the edge, as this is swung on a miss. Anyway, the next pitch to Matt Burke, the catcher. Runner on first and 1 out. They'll check on the runner. Not much doing over there. Wednesday, the Rams will have the Cahokia Comanches coming into town. As that'll be their second to last South Southern Conference game. This is going to be fouled off by Burke. Has 2 strikes in the count. Rams are 3-4 in South Southern Conference play. Looking to get back to 500 tomorrow. You would assume a winnable game against Cahokia on Wednesday. See if they can win their last 3 and make things interesting in the conference. Pitch on the way. Ooh, it's going to miss away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, I believe the updated count to be here on the batter, Matt Burke. Ren Lake College can save you thousands on your collegiate education. Find out how at rlc.edu. Apply online while you're there, as this next one's coming. Swung on, a foul tip caught by the catcher. That'll be another strikeout for Jones, his 5th of the afternoon.
He's battling this Blake Jones. He's done a pretty good job.
So it's 1 on and 2 out. The lefty bat is Cody Wills. He'll swing through the first pitch, and it's 0-1 to the Murphy first baseman. Red Devils lead 3-1 here in the top of the 5th. Rams will stand 2, 3, and 4 in the bottom half of the inning. Rams have just 1 run. They got it in the bottom half of the first. This next pitch on this low and away to the left-hander to even things up at 1-1. Rams are going to be 2 over when it's all said and done. We're going to have to cut 2 games from the schedule, barring a rain out somewhere along the way. See what happens. 1-1 Chapman. This is going to be lifted into left field. On the run will be Zach Gine. Should have too far to go as he goes back to his right. He'll make the grab, and we head to the bottom of the 5th. The Rams trailing 3-1. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 34 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. They're receiving new vehicles every day. So be sure to stop by and find out how you can save thousands on the total cost of your vehicle. Helping people get out a great, dependable vehicle for over 34 years. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Abe Martin Field at Itchy Jones Stadium. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside from Southern Illinois. There you go. Southern Illinois University. Rams trail the Murphysboro Red Devils by a score of 3-1. As we head in this bottom of the 5th, it'll be 2, 3, and 4 with Reed Millwood, Thomas Weber, and Jake Pike 2 up. As part of the Ram lineup, they need some offense in the worst way. Is Mr. Murphy has done a phenomenal job on the hill today for the Red Devils. Really First Bank of the Heartland. Always bank on your hometown team. Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
Well, Mount Vernon's going to do something. Now's going to be the time with 2, 3, and 4 coming.
Not quite out of time, but starting to get there as the first pitch from Murphy will miss just outside. 1-0 to Reed Millwood. Sunny skies, a 90-degree temperature to start the game. Definitely the warmest day of the season at this point, as this is going to miss outside the Millwood. 2-0 the count. He's 0 for 2 today. He's popped up to second and struck out swinging today. 2-0 pitch coming. Ooh, chopped ground ball to the backstop, and it'll be a 2-1 count now on Rito Burrito. Top of the hour, this is WMIX Mount Vernon. Free service of Withers Broadcasting. As 2-1 the count to Millwood to lead things off. Thomas Weber in the on-deck circle chases the foul ball. Pitch from Murphy on the way. Off, missed it, foul down the first base line. Should be a proud, nice grab there by Cody Wills. And there's the first Ram out.
Eager ball off the bat. Mr. Murphy has things in control. He's given up at least 1 hit an inning, but has only 1 run across the plate. That was an unearned run because that guy reached on an error.
So Weber with the bases empty and 1 out. Needs some base runners here in the home half of the 5th, trailing 3-1. As this is going to be hung and off the bag. That's going to be a base hit. Weber will round first and stay there with a 1-out single.
That ball hit the bag.
Literally.
Front of the bag, kicked off right of it to our left. And Weber's on for a single until Connor Story is the designated runner. Courtesy runner, they say.
So with 1 on and 1 out, that'll bring in the left-handed batter, Jake Pike, the Rams right fielder. Has a chance here to make something happen. Murphy set. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, just outside and just out of the reach of Pike. 0-1.
Good pitch. Murphy is starting. He's a pitcher, not just a thrower. Moves the ball around, knows what he wants to do out there.
Murphy added the stretch. Going to come low, but good enough for a strike. 0-2 to Pike. Paint by numbers strike zone today. Runner on first, one out, bottom of the fifth. Rams trail 3-1. Ike the batter. Murphy's going to step off the rubber and try to break up the rhythm a little bit. All right. Next one on the way. Ooh, just out in the front is Pike. Took something off. Let's hold the string, whatever you will. And that'll be the second out on the strikeout.
Yeah. Now, Mr. Jones, I mean, he's the guy who won up. Get a hit, driving a run. Now, Vernon's offense struggling today after 18 yesterday.
A bit of a different circumstance, as we both know. That's a curveball on the inside corner to Blake Jones. Had an RBI single to help out his cause, but hasn't pitched ineffectively today. But somehow the Red Devils have been able to find 3 runs compared to the lone run for the Rams back in the first. Weber on first, or his courtesy runner Story at least. Here comes the pitch on the way. Curveball, ground ball, foul down the third base line. Good backhanded grab by Landon Harris. That's 0-2 to Jones.
Yeah.
No balls, 2 strikes to Blake. Runner going a tie. Here comes the throw from the catcher. It's a good throw.
Oh, wow.
A great job by the second baseman. Brazel reached behind him, about to overrun the bag and gun down his Story at second. We head to the top of the 6th. Rams still trailing Murphy 3-1. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Raise your hand if you're tired of showing up for a service appointment only to sit around a waiting room. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealer at King City Chrysler Center. Our express lane fast oil changes and more provide quick, convenient service with no appointment needed. Our specialists are on hand to wait on you with lanes dedicated just for your oil changes, tire rotation, brake inspections, batteries, bulbs, wiper blades, air filter replacements, and more. We will also perform complimentary vehicle inspection with every oil change. We work around your schedule, open weekdays from 7:30 until 5 and Saturdays from 8 a.m. until noon. See Express Lane Fast Oil Changes and more for all of your service needs, and we will get you back on the road quick. We're located at King City Chrysler Center at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois. Just another reason you can count on us.
Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. Driven by King City Chrysler. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
WMIX, WMIXSports.com. As we head to the top of the 6th, Brent Mazzeau, Justin Fulcher, Dylan Jacko due up in the Murphysboro lineup. Bottom of the order, I should say. Very bottom. Bottom third. Get the fractions right. Is this going to be a quick ground ball? Nice play by Hayes off the hop. Fires over in time, and 5-3 will be his first out. Nice play.
Mr. Hayes has come a long way this spring, in my opinion. All aspects. Showed some maturity last week coming in to pitch against Heron when all things looked lost. Played a very solid third base. Kind of entrenched himself in that spot over there, and you feel it first, second, short, and third are in good hands for a couple of years.
Of course, that was one good play by Derek Hayes. Make your own great play when you open a Community First Bank free high-yield checking account that earns cash back. Just ask for it. 1. Remember, FDIC, first pitch strike the left-handed batter, Fulcher. 0-1 is the count. Now 1 miss.
So this is your infield. Hayes is sophomore, Campbell's a junior, Millwood's a sophomore, and Lundy is a sophomore.
Could be a glimpse of things to come.
Pretty good future there.
We talk about how great this past team was. It mostly just graduated.
Yeah.
Most of them started playing as sophomores at the varsity level.
Yeah.
Blake, not unlike his brother, Zach, who started to see significant time as a sophomore on the varsity level. Comes inside again.
Pretty young team out there, besides Pike and Weber. Pretty young ball team going to return next year.
Could see an Aaron Morgan catch next year.
Yeah.
Like that, it is going to be a low strike.
Of course, you'll have to replace.
Oh,
okay. You'll have to replace his strike and his.
Playing at first base at the exact same thing.
Yeah. You'll have to, obviously, it's not going to be easy, if at all, to replace Fulkerson and Tyler Morgan.
Right.
Pike and Weber, that's a lot of experience. Shine.
That's the thing, is that you hope to develop some of these guys.
Yeah.
Triple A arms.
Get Triple A's going.
Now, Tom Fulkerson has made a world of difference in working with some of these guys, too.
Yeah.
Bringing his expertise to the team these past 5 or so years. Is this going to miss low and inside to Justin Jacko? 1 ball, no strikes. 1 on after the walk with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Rams with a 3-1 deficit in this up and down season, as this will miss low. 2-0 to Jacko. Where'd you go?
Jacko, so we were told.
So 1 on with 1 out. This is going to be high. He'll throw behind the runner. He gets back just in the nick of time.
Scoreboard update. Benton boys track and the Franklin County track meet. So Rod Church, who's been on the Saturday Sports Show.
Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wiltshire, State Farm Agent. Here comes inside for a strike to Jacko. You can find Tony on the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower. Give him a call. Log on to TonyWilt.com or look for the White State Farm Jeep around town to see how you can get to a better state with State Farm. And the 3-1 pitch, that's another walk. So back-to-back bases on balls here for the Devils. It's 2 on with 1 out for Dylan Brazel, who made that phenomenal play to end the Ram threat in the 5th. Overran the bag on the catcher's throw and then was able to reach behind him and get the tag down and applied. And that ended things for the Rams in that half of the inning.
Like Jones is walking that tightrope right now.
Well, he was going to get an inside strike call, but all that did was get the umpire up, but not the call. 1-0 now to Brazel. Jarrett in the on-deck circle for Murphysboro with 2 on and only 1 out in the top of the 6th. They're looking to add some runs to their lead. Is this going to get low and inside? 2-0 to Brazel.
The timing's impeccable at the top of the order.
Haven't done really much since the 2nd, but have made things look interesting. Getting runners aboard. Now looking for the pickoff at 2nd. Not going to be there. Back in time was Justin Fulcher. Action in the Rams pen. Nothing doing over there in the Murphy pen. Jones will come set out of the stretch. Here comes the right-hander's pitch. Ooh, just misses. 3-0 to Brazel.
Jones getting kind of all over.
By numbers.
That, of course, is a problem. Expecting a little bit different, what you got in the first 5 innings.
3-0 pitch. Really?
That's the old...
I would say that's the obligatory. That's the I have to give a strike.
Yeah.
3-1. It was low and inside, and by low we mean near the turf. By inside we mean inside the batter's box. Here comes the next one. That's a strike. Nope, it's a one.
That's ball 4.
That's the exact same call. The exact same mechanic.
Yeah.
The difference between the two usually is you move slower on the awarding of first base.
Yeah.
A little lax with the call. That's all right. Back-to-back walks here for the Rams. See the bases loaded here in the top of the 6th.
Umpire's going to go out and tell Mr. Weber to speed things along. Mr. Weber saw him coming, right? He got there dirty, slapped him on the back. And Tim Holloway's going to come out, and this is really going to make the umpire happy.
Speed along in a new automobile, a new pre-owned from Second Chance Auto in Mount Vernon. You can find a large assortment of pre-owns priced at $10,000 along with bank rate financing for all. No fancy sales gimmicks, just honest deals at Second Chance Auto. Tim Holloway's going to have a conversation here with his pitcher, the infield included, and the catcher. Walk to the Mound is presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Dr. Eric Black and staff proud to support the Mount Vernon Rams as Blake Jones is going to exit the ballgame. Not a bad line for Jones. Only one of the runs will be earned. It's not as if he had a horrendous day at the ballpark. The walks just start to escalate.
Well, he will throw 5, give up 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 are earned. Maybe 1. Can't tell. 6 walks, 5 Ks. Of course, he's responsible for 3 runs on base, so he could still lose 3 more runs depending on what happens.
So Aaron Morgan will be your new pitcher. Jones goes 5 1/3.
Jones goes to center. Okay. Morgan goes around. And Gines is out the way it looks, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you get to keep your DH.
Yep. And now Aaron Morgan's been thrown into the fire here.
See what he can do with the bases loaded and only one out here in the inning. The bases were walked loaded. It'll be Caleb Jarrett, who's 0 for 3. And to me, that's the guy that always scared me the most. The guy that was 0 for 3 comes up with the bases loaded, because that's the guy that's due.
Especially in the number 2 hole. You know he's got to be a decent hitter to hit that high. Wind whipping around the ballpark. The pine trees in the center whipping around. The black backstop as well. The black tarp. Nice crowd on hand here. People commiserating, checking things out. We're at the point in the game where it could either still be a game or Murphy could run off and hide with a crooked number here in the 6th. In the 28th game of the year for the Rams.
As of right now, 2 over. I think one of those has already been taken care of, but we think. We'll find out. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, glad to be here with you from the Mike Reese Press Box. We're in the Dylan Bates visiting radio booth. Here at Itchy Jones Stadium, looking upon Abe of Martin Field. As the first pitch we see from Morgan is going to just miss outside on a fastball, and it's 0-1 to Caleb Jarrett. Fulcher walked, Jacko walked, Brazel walked. All on 3-1 pitches. Morgan out of the stretch. Here comes the right-hander's fastball. Shot foul near the backstop, and it'll be 1-1. Rams will have Jones, Smith, and Lundius in the bottom of the 6th. And Weber's going to go out to talk to Aaron Morgan. The Red Devils are 12-10 coming in. The Rams are 14-12-1. Of course, that one is a 1-1 tie at Waterloo. Called due to darkness. I believe it went 8 or 9. Didn't get to go to the 10th. Said it was too dark. Probably could have got another inning in. No sense to risk the safety, and there's your end result. Rams had a tie last year with Althoff due to the rain. As with the bases loaded, here comes the 2-0. Lifted into center on the run. Could be trouble. No, that's Blake Jones out there. He'll make the grab. Not deep enough to tag, so Aaron Morgan gets a bit of a break and gets the second out.
That's always an outfielder. You're like, oh, yeah. Shallow fly ball. Still coming in. Oh, I'm going to be close. Make the catch. And you can show off your wicked velocity arm out there, throw it into the cutoff. It's a harmless fly ball. So one bullet dodge, and here's another. Landon Harris will stand, and he's actually 2 for 3. Singled and scored back in the first. Came around to score on the Matt Burke 2 RBI double that came just after a defensive error that would have gotten the Rams out of the inning. How different this game would be as the first pitch to Harris is high. 1-0 is the count. Rend Lake College has over 100 degree and certificate programs to choose from. See which is right for you at rlc.edu and apply online while you're there. You're in the top of the 6th. We're at Southern Illinois University. High fastball, wicked heat, 1-1. The count's even on the swing. And Mascuda shuts out Triad 10-0. That's interesting. Yeah. The Rams, the Knights, set to do battle on the 21st, allegedly. Everything's allegedly not named conference.
That deep, yes. Here comes hard hit ground ball played by Campbell over to second for the out, and 6-4 on the fielder's choice force. Gets the Rams out of the inning. So 3 stranded here. That's now 9 on the afternoon for Murphysboro, but they lead 3-1 as we enter the home half of the 6th. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Here's Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon.
Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon offers a state-of-the-art collision center. When your vehicle needs repair, come see us. Our collision center offers expert repair using top-quality products at competitive prices on any brand of vehicle. We work directly with most major insurance companies to make your visit as easy as possible. You'll get fast turnaround guaranteed. Customer satisfaction is our #1 goal.
Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
WMIX, WMIXsports.com. It'll be Blake Jones, Braden Smith, Gunnar Lundius. 5, 6, and 7 in the Ram lineup, due up here in the bottom half of inning number 6, trailing 3-1.
Softball final, Heron 18, Mount Vernon 3.
That's not what you want to hear.
No.
Going into a conference game tomorrow.
No, I didn't want to tell us, but you guys report what's out there. Mount Vernon has Carbondale on the road tomorrow, Cahokia Wednesday at home, and Benton Thursday at home. And then the Triad Invitational. Busy week for Lady Rams. The weather holds us on the weekend.
Well, yep. Unfortunate. That scoreboard update, however, is presented by Tony Welch, your State Farm agent of Mount Vernon.
I tried.
Find them online at TonyWelch.com. Look for the white State Farm Jeep around town and get your better state with State Farm. Jones leads it off. Lines one down the left field line. That'll bounce near the bullpen.
I'm not getting that one back for a while.
Up there one.
Unless somebody goes and gets it. Of course, Wayne City beat Woodlawn softball 3-2. Chabot beat Alton baseball 7-1.
0-1 pitch coming. That's going to get away. Too bad nobody on base. It's 1-1 on the wild pitch. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler Center, home of the Express Lane, fast oil changes, and more. Service without an appointment. Stop waiting in line or waiting in the waiting room. Just drive on in, and feels like you walk right on out as the next pitch misses outside. 2-1 to Jones.
They went on the other side of the street.
Scheduled service appointments online over there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Catches the outside corner, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Smith in the on-deck circle for the Rams, the designated hitter. Gunnar Lundius in the hole. Here comes the 2-2. Jones will reach for it, taps it to the second base side, picked up by Brazel, fires to first. Yep. And out after, even with the head first dive, it's Blake Jones.
Again, you do not dive at first base unless you're avoiding a tag. He dove, he slowed down. That's why he was out. You will not get the benefit of the call. Now, here, when you slide like that, you're not going to get dust kick up to maybe put doubt in umpire's mind, then more times than not, that's what's going to happen. You're going to be out. Do not dive at first base unless you're being tagged.
I always felt the lunge is overrated, too.
It is, because you slow down.
Smith takes one up and almost in. High enough for a ball. It's 1-0.
And you're wanting to run through the bag. When you slide into the bag, you have to slow down.
1 ball, no strikes to Smith. That's low. 2 balls. Nothing here. For the Ram DH, batting, of course, this time for Aaron Morgan, the pitcher. Rams back in action here in Jackson County tomorrow against the Carbondale Terriers. Back home Wednesday against Cahokia. This pitch is right down the middle, 2-1. That started right about the 5 o'clock hour. Now the 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. There it goes. That's going to be sent to the left field on the run. Good speed. Jacko makes the grab near the line. And that's your second out.
Pretty good little Murphysboro baseball team, and Murphy has pitched very well today. And Murphy has stranded a ton of runners. 9. Mount Vernon has stranded 6. The woes offensively continue for the Rams.
Pitch coming, and that's going to be a check swing. It's low to Lundius for 1-0.
Uh-oh, what you looking at?
Rams beat Murphy last year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the year before, Murphy came to Mount Vernon and won.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Here it comes. Outside, going to miss. 2-0 here to Lundius. Hayes on deck for the Rams. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 9 left on for Murphy. 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error. 6 left on for the Rams. Strike on the outside corner makes it 2-1 to Lundius. Mount Vernon City Council coming your way tonight on AM 940. Not online at WMIXsports.com. I don't think that qualifies.
No.
Here it comes. Maybe, depending upon the outcome of this game, could be live, could be tape delayed, as they call it.
Memorex?
No, digital.
No, I thought it out.
It's not a backfill either.
Oh, wow.
You're not going to be blown back in your seat. Well, you could.
No pixel printer.
Quality's good enough.
There you go.
2-0 coming. Oh, that's well outside.
Derek Hayes looked at him like, why are you throwing it over here all the time? I have to go retrieve it. That was yesterday's last.
Yeah, sort of. Full boat here to Gunnar Lundius. Nobody on, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Rams trail 3-1. Here comes. Long right on through. Now we go to the other side. Top of the 7th. Murphy on top, 3-1. This is Rams baseball powered by Community First Bank.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Bill, where are we going? We're trying to find my ATM.
We just passed an ATM.
But that's not my ATM. I lose $4 if it's not my ATM.
Make any ATM your ATM. Introducing free Kasasa checking with monthly rewards like cash and ATM fees back in your pocket. Visit trykasasa.com. Kasasa.
Visit People's National Bank or peoplesnationalbank.com for your Kasasa checking. Member FDIC.
Registration for fall classes at Ren Lake College is going on now. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, RLC can put you on the fast track to a new career or to continue your education. More affordable than four-year universities and private schools, you can save thousands of dollars at RLC. Our trained academic counselors will make sure you're on the right path, whether you plan to transfer to a four-year university or head straight into the workforce. Walk-in registration continues through August 15th. Call us at 437-5321 or find us online at rlc.edu. Ren Lake College, your journey starts here.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
Top of the 7th we go. Braden Miller, Matt Burke, Cody Wills due up here in the Murphy Red Devil lineup. I'm going to struggle with whether I want to say Murphy or Murphysboro. Doesn't matter this time. It's going to miss low for 1-0 to Miller, the DH. Pitcher on the bump is Aaron Morgan, back out for what would be his first full inning of work, but his second inning. As this will catch the inside corner. Now it's 1-1 to Miller. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Always bank on your hometown team. Community First Bank, never far away. Albert and Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Next one coming low, ho, ho. Woodlawn.
Morgan did a good job in the previous inning. Get out of that bases loaded, no out jam. Pitched well. Action in the Red Devils bullpen. Can't go 3-1. Can't call out. Can't.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, I don't know how to use it. I got the internet. The internet's on it. Here comes 3-1. Ooh, lifted left center. Jones shouldn't have a problem. Gets a good angle. Makes the grab to the first. Murphy out. Last chance for the Rams will be Derek Hayes, Zach Brooklyn, and Ryan Campbell in the home half of the 7th. So 2 outs still to get here in a game in which the Rams are trailing 3-1. Back at Carbon delay tomorrow. Super block near the high school, just off of Walnut. Whatever that is. That college? I don't remember. I struggle. If it's not a highway or named after a president, I don't seem to be able to remember it. It's nothing in Wanda Burke.
You know where it's at. Now it's got a smartphone. Look it up there.
Not hard to find. Fun place to be. We'll get to keep an eye on the Lady Rams on the field adjacent to us as well. Big conference game for them tomorrow. I have what, 1-1 to Burke?
Yeah.
The Rams needing to get out of this inning and get some runs in the bottom half. Here comes high and tight. 2-1 to Burke.
Big Ten basketball tournament going to Washington, D.C. 17.
The basketball?
Yeah.
This one is going to be off the knee of Campbell into the outfield. That was headed elsewhere, but thankfully the glove deflected it away to other body parts. There'll be a runner on first and only one out.
Yeah. Since 98, it's been in Indy.
Yeah. Seems like a logical place to Chicago, the crossroads of America as it was once known.
Back in the 80s, it's an 11-hour drive from Champaign and Evanston.
That was back in the 80s social studies books. At your Rome Community Consolidated #2.
So, pretty well that means people are going to have to fly. I think they'll lose crowds that way, moving it out there.
I'd like to talk to some of our friends over in Wayne County about how they feel about that, as this is going to be inside the Wilkes.
He could probably get where he needs to go.
I'd say they both could.
But, I mean, that takes majority can't get to it with driving distance. The way that conference is set up now, that's fouled off to the left, out of play, but you know, I think it would work if they would rotate it.
Sure.
Do something like that. But I think you'll see a sharp decrease.
Curveball outside corner from Aaron Morgan. It's 1-2 to Cody Wills.
I mean, Rutgers is not a bastion of basketball tradition. Make tournaments.
Does that accommodate Maryland, too?
Yeah. And they don't do exactly well in tournament play.
Typically. They've had a couple.
So, well, yeah, they won the title in 02. But, in 02, but, you know, come on.
Second on the runner at first, nothing doing. 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Rams down 2, it's 3-1. That pitch is going to miss the opposing batter's box. Left-handed Wills. He doubled and scored back in the second. He struck out and he's flown out. Here's A.
Yeah.
Rams and Carbondale tomorrow, 4:15 pregame, 4:30 first pitch. WMIX, WMIXsports.com. 2-2 coming. Don't want to miss. First base is what they call occupado. That'll be the second out.
Swing and a miss. Good job by Thomas Weber. Catch that, and we're keeping it in front of him for the second out. Looking to the bottom of the 7th, Hayes, Brookman, and Campbell are your hitters.
Out of the stretch for Aaron Morgan with 1 on and 2 out. This one's popped foul. No chance. It's going to be over the dugout. Back down to about the 3rd row. Plank goes around. Brock Fulkerson will use those legs to get across the wall there near the dugout. Come up to get it. See if he's as brave getting back over. Of course he is.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing to want the count here with 2 outs. We'll check on the runner at first. Not much doing over there. Community First Bank. Your community, your choice, your bank. Friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. Nothing in 1 here. Here comes a curveball outside corner. It's quickly 0-2 to Mazzo. Mazzo walks back in the 4th, but it's grounded out to 3rd. Not 2 other times. He is 0 for 2. Rams a strike away from their last chance 7th with 8, 9, and 1 due up. Hayes, Brookman, and Campbell. Pitch on the way. Ground ball to 3rd. There's the magnet. Hayes will fire over to 1st. Not quite the pick they were looking for. That's going to get away. A lead run is going to be waved in. Will there be a throw in time? There will not. And that will be the 4th run of the ball game for the Red Devils on the air.
Error. And that one was a 2-hopper. Looked to me like Hayes made a motion to go to 3rd to tag the base and realized there's only 1 runner on. Threw it, rushed the throw, threw it in the turf, got by Lundius, and Murphysboro has scored a insurance run.
Becomes that much tougher.
Yep.
As now Justin Fulcher will stand in. He's 0 for 1. He's walked twice and struck out.
And 1 of the 4 runs are earned today.
That's
an issue. Murphy will probably bring in a closer here in the 7th. They come walking in from the pen.
Of course, after 6, Woodlawn leads Wayne City 19-6. Baseball action as this pitch will miss. Blowing away to the left-handed Fulcher. It's quickly 1-0. We'll have your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac post-game show coming up. Schmidt Chevrolet now introducing Cadillac to the King City. 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon, SchmidtChevrolet.com. And this one is going to be in the right center field. It could go to the gap. Nope. Cut it off like Jones. It'll be 1st and 3rd now with 2 outs on the single.
Yeah, what a difference. That error, you know, the error in the back win in the 1st gave up 2. After what seemed to be the end of the inning, you have another error here where it should have been the end of the inning, and Mount Murphy has cashed in. You give teams extra outs, especially a quality team like Murphysboro, they're going to make you pay, and that's what they've done today to the Rams.
What they've done, indeed, is the right-hander will stand in, Dustin Jacko. He is 1 for 2 today, and he takes the first pitch strike on the outside corner for 0-1. WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. At the top of the hour, should have Mount Vernon City Council, but will it be live or tape delayed? Should be out of here in time to be live, as this could be a curveball just off of the plate. 1-1 to Jacko. Of course, if it goes extras, it may be tape delayed. Still use the term tape delayed, even though not tape. Rarely a cassette used.
Digital delayed.
Rashi in color, as this is going to be signaled through the left side. 1st and 2nd are your runners now after the RBI single that scores Mazzo. He is also an unearned run.
And that's something. That last 1 low ground ball. Pitchers getting that mindset, all right, I got out of the inning. Oh, no, I'm not. It takes so much to get back into it mentally for pitchers that, unfortunately, they cannot get back in a rhythm. And Murphy is making Mount Vernon pay up 5-1 now. Basil misses. Swing and a miss. That one there was a pretty good swing by Basil. He has a good reader on the pitch.
2 on and 2 out here in the top of the 7th. Murphy on top, 5-1. As this will be lifted to the left center by Dylan Brazel, the second baseman. On to make the grab is Blake Jones. Last chance, 7th coming up for the Rams. 2 more for Murphy, makes it 5-1. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount, too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
Find us on Facebook. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. We have the last chance 7th for the Rams. It'll be up to Derek Hayes, Zach Brookman, and Ryan Campbell. Barring any changes to Tim Holloway's lineup here. From the Mike Freeze press box, Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski on WMIX. Here at Abe Martin Field at the new Itchy Jones Stadium, part of the Lukey Way project. Should be it. Should be all done now.
Yeah.
Unless they're getting ready to add soccer or lacrosse or something. Can't imagine that's in the plans anytime soon.
Well, Mount Vernon's dug him a hole. See if they get out of it or get buried.
Murphy on to the complete game. Misses high to Derek Hayes, the right-hander. 1-0 the count.
Murphy only was 77, now 78 pitches here today.
Murphy for Murphy. Up Murphy. Whichever preposition you prefer. Is this going to be a ground ball that's short? Jared will pick it up. Almost made it closer than it had to be at first, but able to gun down Hayes, 6'3". Kind of had some trouble with the transition.
Yeah.
If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dixon at Woodlawn and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. The right-hander Brooklyn stands in. 1 out. Rams trailing 5-1 here in the last chance 7th. Murphy added 2 more. The top half of this frame. Here comes inside and back of Brooklyn. Maybe that gives the Rams some respite as he's 2 for 2 coming in. Let's see. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, 11 left aboard for the Devils. 1 run, 7 hits, 3 errors, 6 stranded for the Rams. 3 errors the key here, as only 1 of the 5 runs is earned. And that was in the second on a double by Wills and an RBI single by Dylan Brazel. Ryan Campbell back to the top of the order. Curveball inside. It's going to miss. 1-0. So the Rams shortstop. He is 0 for 3. I kind of read my own writing. Be that as it may, here comes a pitch high. 2-0 to Campbell.
Unless things change, Mount Vernon will go 2-2 against the Ohio Division unless they play Benton on Monday. Beat both teams from Franklin County. Lost to Murphy and Heron unless they come back here.
Pitch outside, 3-0 now to Campbell. You wonder if Murphy starts to show some signs of fatigue here in the 7th.
Starting to look a little tired the way it looks.
Hasn't thrown an absurd amount of pitches, but maybe the fact that it's the 7th inning, he's been out there the entire time.
First real warm day of the spring.
That too, as this will be a 4-pitch walk to Ryan Campbell, where you'll see the coach.
Yep.
This is the mound presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Dr. Eric Black and staff proudly support the Mount Vernon Rams as well as the local community. Speaking of the Lady Rams, tough loss today against Heron, 18-3, but they'll hopefully rebound tomorrow against Carbondale and Cahokia Wednesday. We have them on Thursday. They'll have the Benton Rangerettes, AM 940, WMIXSports.com on Thursday, 4:15 pregame. Chad Baker will have the call of all the Lady Rams games for the Triad Invitational Tournament this weekend. Their first matchup is at 3:15 Friday against Triad. 3 o'clock will be your pregame here on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com. If they win, they then would have the Murphysboro Lady Devils, oddly enough, a team they just barely had trouble with a week ago. Lost 7-5 to them. So if you can get past Triad, it's a winnable matchup with Murphy. Should they lose to Triad, then they come back at 9 o'clock Saturday morning. 8:50-ish would be your pregame.
Well, Murphy goes 6 hits, 1 run. It was not earned, 3 walks, 4 Ks. He can be the winner, cannot be the loser, but is responsible for 2 runners on base.
See what they're able to do with Caleb Jarrett. See if he can close it down. Shut it down. Get out. Caleb with a K, not a C. Perhaps the reasoning for that is he's coming in to pitch. Maybe one of those Roger Clemens type things. Who knows?
The Rams will have the middle of the order. They're going to come back. I mean, this is what you want. Top middle part of the order having an opportunity here. First and second. 1 out. Mr. Jarrett will try to get the save here.
And there it's 2 base runners, Brookman and Campbell, with Reed Millwood due up. See what Jarrett has for the Murphy Red Devils here in the inning. Pitch on the way. See it? Strike. So it's 0-1. Now they want to count to Reed Millwood here. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Last chance, 7th to the Rams. Here comes the pitch on the way, and that's going to miss in the turf. It'll be 1-1 now. At WMIX Sports on the Twitterverse. Follow, like us on Facebook. Find a scoreboard tonight at WMIXsports.com. 2 on and only 1 out for the Rams here in the last chance 7th. Let's see if Millwood can keep it going against Caleb Jarrett as the 1-1 comes. This one will be lifted high down the right field line. Not a chance to foul into the bullpen, just past it. You were doing a game here in your previous days. Vincent Carbondale, I believe it was, on this very day, many moons ago. Our good friend Ashley Schertz and I were sitting on the berm, and we let a foul ball drop between us. We were harassed for it. See what happens on the 1-2 now to Reed Millwood. Ground ball could end it. Step on the bag for 1. Fires across the diamond for the other. It's going to pull the first base and Wills off the bag. The second and third will go the runners. Campbell's going to be gone ahead and brought in as the Rams at least get 1 back on the throwing error, and another runner in scoring position. So 1 out makes the second out, down to your last chance, but you get a run across the plate to make it 5-2.
Yeah, tried to rush the throw after he tagged the base. Can't fault him. It's now up 5-1. They gets out. Now it's second and third, or runner at second, I should say. So still the tying run is still on deck.
Still not an earned run for Murphy. Only 1 earned run between the 2 teams this afternoon as Thomas Weber will stand in. Represents the last chance of the runner in scoring position at 2 outs. A curveball for a strike taken, 0-1. Ham's going to run across the plate. How different that would be without the extra offense.
How different would the game be without the extra gifts on defense?
Oh, that's no doubt. No doubt. 0-1 the count to Thomas Weber. Last chance for the Rams. Outside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just as some of the offense is starting to adjust to Daryl Murphy, now you get Caleb Jarrett.
Jerseyville beat Waterloo today 6-0 baseball.
Interesting. The only Valley team the Rams don't see is Jerseyville. 1-1 tie with Waterloo. As a curveball comes for a strike, it's 1-2 to Weber. Probably right in the wheelhouse there.
Oh, yeah.
Hung up just a bit.
Rams down to their last strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th. Red Devils looking for a 5-2 win here over the Mount Vernon Rams. Can they get it? See what happens on the 1-2 pitch. The Rams senior catcher, he'll call time, and Weber's going to back out of the box. See what happens with the runner on second. We got started at 5. About 6:43 now. Ready. Briskly moving ball game here for Mitchie Jones Stadium on the campus of SIU. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jared out of the stretch. The right-hander comes. This is going to be pounded up. Evens the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Last chance for the Rams is Thomas Weber. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. That's going to come inside. Got into the turf, didn't get the hands, so it'll be a full count out of Thomas. Rams need to get something together here. Pike, Jones to follow here if the inning can stay alive. With 2 outs, 2-2, or full count, 3-2. 5-2 ball game. Murphy trying to hang on to improve to 13-10. Rams would like win number 15. Here comes up, and that is going to be a 2-out walk of the dangerous variety to bring in Jake Pike, who is the tying run.
Well, no.
Yep.
Here we go. Make it interesting. Gas and a match. And a little fire.
Mind seeing. Pike put one over the Coach Cal sign in right center field. I think it just passed. We'll work towards Coach Callahan, Dan Callahan, longtime coach of the Salukis, passed away a few years back. Is this one right in the wheelhouse? It's fouled down the first base line for 0-1.
Turned it over. It could have rattled around for a while. Who wins the short straw? Aaron Morgan. He gets to run all the way down the right field line.
Coach Callahan, though, one of the good guys. Deal with him in one of my previous stops frequently. Definitely missed. 2 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Here comes Pike. Looks like a beach ball, but it's going to be a soft grounder. Tough play. 3-1 is going to be the final out on a good play by Cody Wills. Found the pitcher, Caleb Jarrett, and 3-1 will end the Ram chances here. As your final score is Murphysboro 5, Mount Vernon 2. We'll come back at your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac post-game show after this. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest-earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Whether it's Mother Nature's inability to decide on a season, a weekend that got a little out of hand, or just life, there's always something looking to damage your vehicle. This is Chase Landers from Landers Collision Centers. Maybe winter weather turned your full-size sedan into a compact, or a little hail has your truck looking like Swiss cheese. Perhaps a deer decided to go for a ride on your hood, or maybe your truck is missing its hitch and bumper after pulling your little brother out of the ditch last weekend. Did a bad breakup leave a little graffiti on your SUV? We hope not, but we've seen it all, and we certainly don't judge. Whatever mess life has created for your vehicle, we'll clean it up. As a direct repair facility for many insurance companies, we take care of just about everything, even getting you into a temporary vehicle while we restore yours. That's the Landers difference. Top to bottom, big or small, Landers fixes them all. Come see us in Mount Vernon and Salem and ask us about free detailing for the life of your vehicle. Or call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
How can we keep the people we love safe and secure in their own home? Let the Medicine Shop's home medical equipment team help you with all your mobility and specialty product needs. They provide mobility products like motorized scooters, wheelchairs, and home stair lifts. The Medicine Shop's expertly trained staff can also provide car and van lift installations, and they offer a full-service repair facility for medical equipment, whether you purchased it from them or somewhere else. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We service a 60-mile radius area, so a pretty wide area. We service orders from several area hospitals, and we have the staff in place that really sets us apart. We have 3 respiratory therapists and 2 seating specialists to help with seating on wheelchair and power chair needs. And we just feel that we have the staff and the warehousing and the facilities in place to really set us apart from any of our competitors in the area.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers. We'll look at your next round weather. It's going to be partly cloudy tonight, a low 55, and then for tomorrow, lots of sunshine. A very warm afternoon, a high of 83. Tomorrow night, a few clouds, a low 59. And the outlook for Wednesday, sunshine and clouds, breezy, very warm, high temperature of 84. And the outlook for Thursday, cloudy to partly sunny, breezy, and continued warm, high temperature of 82. Next round weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball from WMIX Sports. The Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show starts now.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. The Mount Vernon Rams fall to Murphysboro. Working ahead there in the next book. My apologies. Murphysboro beats Mount Vernon 5-2. This is your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon, online at schmidtchevrolet.com. As the Rams fall to 14-13 and 1. Danny Czerwinski has your scoring and stats.
Murphysboro, 5 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, 11 left on base. 2 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors, 5 left on base. Daryl Murphy gets the win, going 6 innings. Blake Jones is the losing pitcher. Caleb Jarrett gets the save in a game that took 1 hour and 45 minutes. Murphysboro beats Mount Vernon today 5-2.
And there you go. That's your scoring and stats on your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. When we come back, we'll have your Ram player of the game. Don't forget, Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon, online at schmidtchevrolet.com. Take a break, come back. Rams fall to Murphysboro here at H.E. Jones Stadium, 5-2. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 34 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. They're receiving new vehicles every day. So be sure to stop by and find out how you can save thousands on the total cost of your vehicle. Helping people get in a great, dependable vehicle for over 34 years. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
Registration for fall classes at Ren Lake College is going on now. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, RLC can put you on the fast track to a new career or to continue your education. More affordable than four-year universities and private schools, you can save thousands of dollars at RLC. Our trained academic counselors will make sure you're on the right path, whether you plan to transfer to a four-year university or head straight into the workforce. Walk-in registration continues through August 15th. Call us at 437-5321 or find us online at rlc.edu. Ren Lake College, your journey starts here.
Streaming worldwide at WMIXsports.com. This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Final segment here from H.E. Jones Stadium, Abe Martin Field, on the campus of Southern Illinois University, home of the Salukis. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac, of course, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Find them online. All of their inventory and schedule your service appointments online at schmidtchevroletcadillac.com. You see, we owe a player of the game with
Zach Friedman with 2 singles lead the way for the hitting attack for Mount Vernon today is my vote.
There you go. He is your player of the game today. Don't forget tomorrow, back here in Carbondale, it's the Rams and Terriers from the Super Block. We'll be here 4:15 pregame, 4:30 first pitch. Tomorrow, the Rams look to get back to 500 in South 7 Conference play as they put their 3-4 mark on the line. 14-13-1 overall now are the Mount Vernon Rams. We hope you'll tune in tomorrow. Follow us on Twitter in the meantime at WMIX Sports. Look for a scoreboard later tonight at WMIXsports.com. For Danny Czerwinski, for Avery Barton and Holly Carroll back at our Mount Vernon studio, your WMIX Sports team. I'm Chris Hugo reminding you of your final score. The Murphysboro Red Devils 5, the Mount Vernon Rams 2. Good night from Carbondale.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports. Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports is sponsored by the official voice of Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Rams Baseball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Ren Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Winning Edge. Schmidt Ford of Salem. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. All Stars and Stitches. Central Christian Church. And People's National Bank. Stay in the game on Twitter. Follow us at WMIX Sports or log on to WMIXsports.com. Now back to America's best music on the legendary WMIX.
Leads to another, too late to run for cover. She's much too close for comfort now, and just a little pinch of soda. One thing leads to another, too late to run for cover. She's much too close for comfort now. She's much too much, much too much. She